Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
But they all thought that Bush might win. Jeb. Remember Jeb?
Yeah.
He used the word Jeb. He didn't use the word Bush. I said, you mean he's ashamed of the last name? And then they immediately started using the name Bush.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
All right.
Wait,
yeah, Jeb
Bush?
Bush. Well, you know what? I've rethought my whole, all of my thoughts on the Iraq War, Chris, because apparently Jeb Bush got us into the Iraq War, not
Middle
George
East.
W. At the Stephanie Miller Show would like to apologize many years later to George W. Bush, who we assumed and said many times lied us into the Iraq War. Apparently it was Jeb. Okay, tell me again, Jody, how old is Joe Biden? Should that be a concern of mine?
Yes, it should be.
Thank you, Jody.
Jody's
doing technical things. We're having tech
ask
times.
her.
We're having
Don't
tech
ask
times
her to
here.
do something right now.
I'm just asking a question.
I
know. We're having some issues.
Well, I mean, we're on the air.
Yeah, that's good. That's, you know what? That's all we can hope for these days. Hooray!
We're on the air in most places.
Oh, okay. Oh, boy. All right.
Just may not be streaming online. But
okay. Nobody panic.
If you want to see us, go to freespeech.org.
Okay. All right. We are working on the tech times.
Yes.
Okay. However, everyone makes mistakes, as I said in the Stephanie Miller Show. Would like to apologize to George W. Bush, who we blamed for the Iraq War. You know, someone was saying this. If you ask someone the same question 75 times, you're probably going to suggest. So the fact that they keep asking, do you think Joe Biden's too old? Do you think Joe Biden's too old? Is Joe Biden too old? What do you think? Do you think Joe Biden... Weirdly, hey, this just in. We have polling showing people think Joe Biden might, for some weird reason, be too old. Someone had a funny tweet about that. After being asked 75 times in a row, people decided that their arm does itch under their cast. It's just the power of suggestion. Speaking of shows, oh my God, Jen Psaki's got a Monday show now. So she's 5 p.m., right? Pacific.
Sure.
On Mondays, right before Rachel Maddow's. Very exciting. That's why I'm wearing one of my Psaki Bomb shirts.
She's good.
She's fantastic. Very exciting. And what do you call it? Cassidy Hutchinson was fantastic. Well, Jody's busy. My favorite thing was that Matt Gaetz said they dated, and she's like, no.
She said,
no, he's a creeper.
I have higher standards than men, she said.
He's a complete creep. Yeah, just exactly the way you think. All the stories are exactly the way you think he'd be in private. Just icky.
Yeah. She also said he's not a serious politician.
No. Yeah. And right, she has much better taste in. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, 16. This is from Rachel Maddow last night.
There's also a couple of instances involving Congressman Matt Gaetz. I will omit most of the context here, but I'll tell you the lines that have kept me up and uncomfortable. You describe a night at Camp David when he was leaning against the door frame. Somebody answered the door to another cabin. Matt straightened his posture when Kevin McCarthy asked him what he wanted. He explained he had seen my golf cart parked outside and thought this was my cabin. He explained that he was lost and asked me to escort him to his cabin.
Ew. Can you imagine that? Just a giant creepy forehead coming at you. Okay. You know, it's like, remember when he was the back of the Michael Cohen hearing, being a mobby creeper, like trying to threaten Michael Cohen. Yep. It was just in the back, just giant. Well, we're old enough to have gone to drive-ins, but like you could show a movie on his forehead. I
saw Grease and Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
On Matt Gaetz' forehead?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you for that information. Okay. All right. We continue. Last night, Maddow with...
I told him to proceed around the Circle Drive. All the cabins are clearly marked. It's impossible to get lost. He asked me one more time to leave with him. Kevin McCarthy then said, quote, "Get a life, Matt," and shut the door. We asked him for comment on these allegations tonight. He told us, "I don't remember either of these events. And based on Cassidy's prior false statements, I doubt they occurred. I did date Cassidy for a few weeks when we were both single years ago. We parted amicably and remained friends thereafter, even during President Trump's post-presidency." I'm sorry to ask you if you want to respond to that, but I'm going to ask you if you want.
Yes, and then she went on to say,
I will give Matt credit in his part of his statement that we did have an amicable working relationship, and we were good friends at points. Matt Gaetz, in my opinion, is somebody that I personally do not hold in high regards in terms of trust, and I do not think that Matt Gaetz has the best track record for relationships and condoning his relationships how he thinks that they might be defined. I will say on behalf of myself, I never dated Matt Gaetz. I have much higher standards in men.
Ow.
Oh, God.
Ow.
First of all, let's review. If Kevin McCarthy has to tell you to get a life,
Yeah.
you are a loser. If noted loser Kevin McCarthy tells you you're a loser, wow.
Loser towny guy.
You are really a,
Loser towny guy.
Oh, ouch. Do you think, just like
Loser.
taking guesses, will Matt Gaetz ever get it up again?
No.
I love I have higher standards. I'm not his type. I have my driver's license.
She didn't say that.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. That was in your thought
I have
bubble?
higher standards, meaning also I'm not a brownie
I'm
or
not
Girl
13.
Scout.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We continue.
Ask you what you think happened between you and Mark Meadows.
I don't think there was anything necessarily negative to happen between me and Mark Meadows. I was very outspoken after January 6th about how I felt about it. Putting that aside, that in terms of his statement, I would encourage him to go testify under oath if he thinks that what is in the book and what I have testified to under oath, which is consistent with what is in the book, he can go testify under oath if he has strong feelings about that.
Thank you. Thank you. That was the rock star answer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This
she's
was going to
good.
say all these guys, Matt Gaetz, Mark Meadows, you go under oath. All these guys that are calling her a liar,
Yep.
they've not been under oath, and they won't because they're
Exactly.
too scared. Giant CS bitches. All of them. Seriously, Pierre Navarro's talking about Cassidy Hutchinson and all the, anyone that tells the truth about Donald Trump is automatically a lying whore.
right.
Well, guess what? You talk too much on TV and you're going to prison, you moron. All right, one last one. Here we go.
Were you disappointed that the Justice Department elected not to prosecute him for contempt of Congress when he ignored the congressional subpoena that you responded to from the January 6th investigation?
I'll leave it to Mr. Meadows and his team to respond to that. What I will say is I hope that Mark is now doing the right thing, what I define as the right thing, which is coming forth and honoring your oath that you swore to protect your country, not your president.
Yeah, by the way, so, if he doesn't tell the truth, he's going to prison too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's right. If he testifies under oath, doing the right thing, if he does the right thing, meaning tell the truth, it's the only way he's going to keep his sorry ass out of
Oy.
prison. Also, Mark Meadows was dumb enough not to know White Claw is beer.
I read that. Well, it's not beer. It's like, it's a malt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess he's...
It's like a Zima.
He doesn't drink, which... First of all, that's why I don't trust
thought
him.
it was
I don't
seltzer.
trust him. He and Trump don't drink.
I thought it was seltzer.
Right, and so he got hammered drinking a bunch of White Claws at the White House because he didn't know that there was...
He'd
Booze.
never drank before, ever, before that.
Oh, boy.
It's like accidentally eating a pot brownie thinking that it's a real brownie, and then, what's going on?
Yes.
But how many do you have to drink? It's not like he's super skinny.
I did next door eat some snack mix that I didn't know was
spiked
and
with...
then I went and spit it out because you know me, I'm not
Was it
a drug
potpourri?
person. I don't know. I was like, there are these pretzels, whatever. They're like, oh no, don't touch those unless you want it.
You sure
It was
it
a
wasn't
snack
potpourri?
mix. Well, I don't know what that is.
Potpourri?
Oh no, I didn't eat potpourri.
Okay.
No, it was a snack mix that was, pot something.
Infused.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, have you ever had a White Claw?
No.
Okay.
Have you?
I mean, you really can't taste the alcohol in it.
Oh.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Yeah,
You have to drink a lot to get drunk off of that.
Well, I mean, he'd never drank before, so he was a lightweight, like the ultimate lightweight.
Jody's back just in time for the
Yeah, it's
alcohol
still-
facts.
Yeah, we're
Still
still
not
alcohol
not
fun
fixed.
facts.
We're
What?
still not fixed.
We're still not fixed.
Oh.
She just gave up.
Oh.
I can't fix it.
Who can blame her? There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/political Political Voices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.